Hi friends, today we are going to see demo on Snowflake data governance feature, column level security. If you have not seen my recent blog on same, I would suggest you to please have a look. I had captured much more detail in my blog. You can also find the link for this blog in my video description. So basically, column level security is a broader term. In Snowflake, the column level security has been implemented using two different features. First is dynamic data masking, and the second is external tokenization. So if you have not seen my blog on dynamic data masking, you can have a look into that. I have captured all the details and also provided a demo how to implement dynamic data masking in Snowflake. For external tokenization, I have not created any blog as of now, but soon I am going to release the same. So what is external tokenization? So external tokenization enable account to tokenize the data before loading it into Snowflake and de-tokenize the data at query runtime. So it is implemented using the external function and the third-party software. Or you might create your custom function in any of the cloud, and you can execute that using external function. This can be implemented using any cloud, AWS, Azure, or GCP. So let's move into some demo. Today I'm going to show you the how column level security supports nested masking. So I'm connected with my account admin account admin role in my current user ID, and today I'm going to create a database called nested masking demo. So the scope of this demo is to showcase uh, how how objects of the database are behave in case of nested masking. Say if you have a table and also three different view, one on top of other, and or if all are having a masking policy, how it behave at the end, and what is the rule Snowflake follows. So basically, in nutshell, table always get a preference. So if you have a table and three different view, v1, view2, view3, table will get the first preference, and whatever is masking on the table will get applied first, followed by view1 and view2 and view3 in a sequence. So let's see the same in demo today. So I'm going to create a database nested masking demo, and I'm going to create a least privileged user as clerk, and then I'm going to create a role called clerk, and I'm going to apply that role to new user clerk. Then I'm going to create a table which is the same table as I have used on my dynamic data masking. I'm going to create a sales table, and I'm going to create a row, 4 rows data. So you will see that all the sales data, like for Euro, for US, for India, and for Australia, has been created here. I'm going to create a view on sales table, which is v mask sales info, and later on I will mask the sales info column on this view. Then I will create a v mask sales info sales fig view, which is created on top of this v mask sales info, on which I'm going to mask the sales figure as well. And at the end, I'm going to create a v sales view, which is created on top of v mask sales info sales fig. So you will see that sales is the first table. Then I'm going to create a view. So basically, if you see the sequence is sales table, then v mask sales info view. Then on top of this, I'm going to create another view, v mask sales info sales fig, and then on top of this, I'm going to create the final v sales view. So in sales table, there is no masking. In v mask sales info, I'm going to mask the sales info column. In v mask sales info and sales fig, I'm going to mask the sales fig column, and in v sales, I'm going to mask the contact column. So masking policy and the definition of masking policy is same. I'm going to use the same masking policy, and in short, you will see that I'm not using the clerk role here, and the reason behind is because I don't want to show any kind of data to clerk, because clerk is the least privileged user in my organization. So I want to make sure that only super admin or sales admin should see the actual value. Rest everyone will see the mask data. And in our case, I have not created any role like super admin, sales admin, contact admin, which means by default it should not showcase any data to anybody, right? So you will see the logic of the masking policy same as that what I have used in dynamic data masking policy. So that I wanted to keep things simple, and if you have already seen my video on dynamic data masking, you will easily grab this example or the demo. And then on top of this, as I have did, I will grant the all the three view to different roles. Sorry, this is not required. Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry, I forgot. For all the individual view, I am going to assign the masking policy. So for V sales info, as I said, like I am going to assign the masking policy of sales info mask. For C sales info sales trick, I am going to assign the sales masking policy, and at the end on the V sales, I am going to assign the mask. Sorry, I got confused. And at the end, I'm going to assign the all the warehouse and database and the schema grants to the clerk role, so that when I switch to or connect to clerk user and use the clerk role, I will should able to use the all the default stuff. So let's start creating all the stuff. Let me create a database user in the role. Let me grant the role to clerk role to clerk user. Let me use this and let me create all the setup. Let me create all the masking policy. Let me apply the masking policy to all the respective columns. Let me grant the only sales V sales because I don't want to grant the individual view to clerk user, else he will be able to see the data or the partial data. I don't want to showcase any kind of data except the region to clerk. So I'm going to grant only V sales. And as I said, like the masking policy will be assigned in the order. So sales table is having all the data and everybody can see the sales data. So I'm not assigning this table into to clerk user. V masking sales info has a sales info column as masked, but rest all the other column is visible. On V mask sales info sales fig, only sales fig is and sales info is masked. Contact column is still unmasked. And on V sales, I'm going to apply the masking contact masking, and this table this view will have the mask all the three column as masked: sales info, sales fig, and contact. And I'm going to assign this table select on the role clerk. Now I'm going to assign the warehouse and database and the schema to role clerk. Now I'm going to see what kind of data I can see here. So currently my role is account admin. Let's see what data we can see on sales. So as you can see that all the data are visible to the current user because I have not applied any masking policy on the sales table. Let's see what we can see on the masking sales info. As per account admin, you can see that on V masking sales info, all the sales info column are masked with a hashed value, but other sales figure and contact are visible. So if I see other V mask sales info sales view, we'll see that sales info and sales figure are now masked, but contact info is still visible. And if I go and see the V sales, I'm able to see the sales info, sales figure, and contact all are three masked. Now let's connect with clerk and see what kind of data I can see on the clerk. So let's open a incognito mode. Let's copy the URL for Snowflake Connect. Let me connect with clerk. I put the spelling mistake here. Let me use this. Let me sign in. Till the time I'm connecting, let me copy this. Now I'm connected. Going to minimize this, close this, and close this. I'm going to set up all the default stuff. I'm connected as a clerk and I only have a public and a clerk. So now you can see that when I'm connected as a clerk on the with clerk user and clerk role, I don't see any data except region. So sales info is also hashed, showing the hashed value. Sales figure is showing the default mask value as 0, and contact has been partially masked and showing me only the domain information, and all the other information are hidden. So now you understand that how we can mask and how the nesting policy in the Snowflake works. So it works based on hierarchy on which it got created. Always table get the first preference. So first table, then if you created multiple views, then all the view will get the masking on the same sequence. So hope you like my demo, and if you find it helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.